As a species, we love dairy. We love it straight from the tit, and we love it aged. We love when it comes from cows, but every mammal produces milk. Horses, camels, yaks, they all produce milk, and that milk's consumed in different parts of the world. Makes you think, why haven't we explored it a little more either? There's one milk in particular that's the most taboo. When you were a baby, you loved breast milk. You loved it so much that you had to be weaned off of it like a crackhead. How is it more gross to get milk from a person than it is from a cow? Have you ever been to a dairy farm? It is gross. Now, I'm not saying that we should just be going out and buying breast milk for fun. I'm just saying that we consume and produce milk as mammals. Molly!
Hello
Thank
there!
you so much. Welcome to What the Food.
Ethan, I'm so excited. Thank you for having me in your basement. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Oh, today we have Molli Golightly. She is a hilarious Portland comedian. And today we're going to be cooking something a little interesting, a little different than even what we've been doing in the past.
Oh my gosh,
do you have much experience with food in general?
I mean, I grew up, my mom fancies herself like a Martha Stewart wannabe French chef.
Yeah.
Like I always say like French girls are like horse girls but with trauma. So we had a lot of like French cooking but not really, you know.
Yeah.
So I grew up like sous chefing her basically.
Okay, that's the best way to learn, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you like to see what we're cooking with today?
Yes, I'm so excited.
All right. Today we're cooking with breast milk.
All right.
Human breast milk. This is exactly what it sounds like.
What an apt example to start this show with. Like my mom and then boom, we're
we
getting right into it.
Yeah, I've got some serious maternal instincts. So, you know, I just have breast milk on hand. Today we are making our version of Chi Leches Cake that I'm calling Chi Leches Cake.
Is Chi Chi the donator of this breast milk?
Well, technically, yes.
Interesting.
Chi-chis means boobs in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
So tres leches means 3 milks. That's the type of cake because 3 milks go inside of it and kind of soak it up. And so instead of using evaporated milk, we are using the breast milk because in terms of the flavor and the texture, I think evaporated milk is probably the closest you're going to get in terms of cow dairy.
Gotcha.
You want to give it a little taste? Straight up?
Sure. Okay. Been like 26 years.
You're right. I'm not even taking that much.
Okay. Like that much.
Yeah, so it's got like a real grassiness to it.
Yeah, wow. Is this a grass-fed mom or?
Yeah, I was thinking free range maybe. Yeah.
It is a little sweet
It's got a sweet tinge. A lot of the stuff I was researching talked about it being sweet and kind of vanilla forward, but I honestly think they were getting that right from the tip. Right? This is a couple days old, so it's had a little bit more time to mature and kind of let those flavors sit in. Okay. And I think after letting it mature for a little bit, it's actually closer to like a fresh sheep's milk. Have you ever had sheep milk?
Yeah.
Yeah, or like a kefir. So it's that point where it's got a little bit of grassiness at the end and just a little bit of a tang.
Gotcha.
And there it is. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be quite a cake.
Well, let's get to it. Episode 5, Chi Leches Cake.
You know, like bringing me to your basement with a woman's breast milk to cook it's very in the vein of Portland serial killers. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a running theme. I've noticed a lot of chefs, they put all their energy and their focus into like making pleasant experiences that people like enjoy and make them feel good with food. I thought, what if I did that? But the opposite.
I
make
love
people
it.
feel terrible and kind of scarred. And
sweet,
a little bit
but you get
traumatized.
food, so that's great.
They still get snacks, and usually by the end they're into it.
This is America. All you need to do is give people food, and they're there.
That has been the purpose of my life.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So right now, this is standard like sponge cake that we're making. Very similar to like an angel food cake. Let's say angel food cake's like the fluffiest, lightest cake we have. Such a pain in the ass to make.
Right.
But this is pretty classic. We choose a sponge cake because it sponges up.
Right.
It's got a lot of open holes, and the Tres Leches just goes whoop, right into it.
Sweet.
So it's not going to be like a wet cake.
Suck up that breast milk like a baby.
Like a
just,
baby,
whew.
a baby cake.
I love it.
So first thing we're going to want to do is combine our dry ingredients.
Okay.
We've got a cup of flour that I'm going to go ahead and put in here.
Big bowl.
We've got 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. We've got a tablespoon of salt. So all our dry ingredients are in here. We're going to separate some eggs.
Okay.
The key thing, like I talked about earlier, is making sure there is no egg yolk.
Correct.
The fat will make it so it can't whip up.
Yeah. So you go there, and then, yeah, my mom made a lot of meringues when we were kids.
Oh, so you know.
So it was kind of like her mommy dearest moment, like no more wire hangers, like no more egg yolks, or opening the oven. That was a big part of it too.
Yeah.
Christmas is a fun time at our house.
I'm gonna go get in here. Ooh. I'm always so nervous. And then I'm just gonna. See,
Hands deep.
I'm a big believer in using your hands for a lot of things as long as you're consistently washing and sanitizing them.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this finished up.
Okay. I like this because it's just kind of meditative, you know?
Oh yeah,
there's
there's a lot more finesse in the way
Yeah,
you're doing it.
I like to really focus when I'm cooking, or else I get I'll burn eggs all the time, but I can make like cream puffs, you know, like something that takes a lot of focus is my cooking ideal.
We're going to add about 3/4 of our sugar
Okay.
and 1 cup of our breast milk.
Here we go. I don't know what it's gonna do. Like it's more magical than regular milk.
It's not going to explode or anything.
It's shining rainbows.
And then we're just going to keep hitting it until it's nice and incorporated. We're going to add it to our dry mix. So we have our egg mixture, our egg yolk mixture,
Right.
and our dry mixture. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of amaretto extract as well as a little bit of maple extract.
But yeah.
Would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
We're just going to mix this together till there's no clumps.
All
Go ahead and
right.
throw it on high.
All the way up?
Yep, all the way up. And good.
All right.
Beautiful. So you see it's basically like I'm thinking like a thick waffle batter or like a thick pancake batter. Now we're going to whip up the egg whites.
All right. Get these nice and dry. This was another thing my mom taught me. Get all of your finger oils off and don't touch the part that's actually touching the egg whites, right?
Yep. Yeah, so your mom definitely knew what she was doing.
She's obsessive. It's fine.
Start low, then go all the way up. And then, feel free to tip the bowl if you want to get some extra contact.
Cool. This is like visual ASMR, which I think is just pictures, maybe.
I think it's videos.
Videos.
Videos. So, yes, it is.
Cool. So now we're gonna put sugar in.
Go ahead, keep going on a medium speed, and I will start drizzling the sugar in. And then we're just going to keep going until it gets to stiff peaks.
Okay.
Ooh, I think that's pretty good.
All right.
And now, I'm sure you already know what's about to happen, because whenever we have a batter and we whip egg whites,
Right. Yeah.
eventually it's going to be folded into it.
Right.
Would you like to do the honors?
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm cooking a lot, but
Yep.
great.
That's why
I'm
I'm
learning
here.
so much.
Sorry.
My
My
sorry.
bad. I should have explained a little better. Let's go with the whites
Into here. Got it. Okay. And just
And I'll-
bit by bit, kind of?
Nope, throw it all in.
Oh, okay.
The thing about folding is it's exactly what it sounds like, is you are folding the heavy flour-based batter over the egg whites, so you're not breaking all the bubbles and getting rid of all the air, because this is a very aerated cake. You know, it's a sponge cake, like a angel food cake. Now, the biggest misconception you're going to get with folding is that you have to do it slowly.
Oh, just kidding. Speeding up.
The only thing that really matters is the technique. Is that I try to go around the side of the bowl,
Okay.
scoop what's underneath, and then kind of go over like that. It's kind of weird. Yeah, see?
Okay.
Here, I'll give you a little example of how I do it.
Yeah, let's see it.
So I'll take my spatula, go all the way around, and then when I'm under
wow.
like this, go like that.
Okay.
So you can just keep taking what's on the
Wowie.
bottom, throwing it on top, getting the sides, scooping the bottom, getting the sides, scooping the bottom. And then you can do that really fast, as long as you are against the sides, scooping the bottom.
Okay.
And then you just keep doing that until it is completely incorporated. It's pretty easy to see the streaks of yellow versus the white of the egg white.
All right, how does that look?
That is beautiful.
Wonderful.
And since we have our wonderful glass bowl, we can also look underneath, check if there's any spots, and that is perfect.
Smart.
Love it. Now we're about to bake it.
Wow, yeah.
350 degrees, about 15 minutes.
Okay.
When I cooked it, I was probably closer to 17, but it's your classic toothpick check.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not wet when you put it in. Make sure to spray it.
For sure.
You will have a very bad day if you don't spray it. This is going into the oven. We are going to see it get all sexy. It's going to rise up.
Cool.
Do the toothpick test. 15 minutes. All right, look at that.
Amazing.
How fast was that? It's almost
Fast,
like
easy.
we cooked a cake beforehand to help with the time.
Who would do that, though?
don't
That's
know
not
if that's
practical
not-
or whatever.
Anyway, so this is our fresh baked
Brand
sponge
new cake, yes.
So our sponge cake is completely cool. This is the part where it goes from being a sponge cake to like a Chi Leches cake.
All right.
We've got 2 of our 3 milks. We got our breast milk, we got our sweetened condensed milk, and then eventually we're going to top it with some whipped heavy cream,
Yum.
being our 3rd milk.
Love whipped cream.
Oh, me too.
I'm so
I can just eat it
stoked.
straight. It's going to be a half and half mixture of the breast milk and the sweetened condensed. So I'm going to do about 4 ounces of each, which is roughly 1 can of like an evaporated or sweet condensed milk.
Okay.
So if you are going with like cans as measurements, it'll be a 1 can to 4 ounce pour. Right there. I am hitting it with some more of my almond extract.
Cool.
Probably about half a teaspoon. Same with the vanilla. Always make sure to pour into the cap first, or whatever your container is, not directly in, because extracts are so strong. One little hiccup, you'll ruin your batch.
Right.
And then we're just gonna incorporate it all together. Make sure that it is completely cool before you poke it, because you'll release steam, and that'll make it flatten a little more. And we want the cake to set as much as possible with those holes as big as they are, and all of the moisture that can be evaporated is. We want it as dry as possible so it can soak up our milk mixture.
Okay.
So that's completely mixed up. And it is as easy as just pouring it around. Oh, made a little mess.
That's okay. No use crying over spilled breast milk.
So you see, it's definitely not swimming.
Yeah.
It's not going to be
It's a nice little soak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just moistening it up. So now that we've put our milk mixture on top and it's starting to soak up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put our dulce de leche in. Have you ever had dulce de leche before?
In different things,
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever had Chi Leches Cake. So this is exciting.
So this is a breast milk dulce de leche.
Okay.
It was half cows, half human. The flavor of the breast milk is definitely in there.
Okay.
It cooked down. It reduced from about a little bit, like about half a gallon into about right here.
Here's a question. Can we feed this to babies?
I wouldn't.
Okay. But maybe.
Some people feed babies Mountain Dew, so.
That's true. That's true.
The
Energy
bar's
drinks.
pretty low. So this is just going to be a layer right on top. Some people put it on right before they go with the whipped cream, but I like to do it before the whipped cream.
Okay.
So the cake can actually absorb some of the top.
It's kind of like frosting.
Nope.
But probably better. I don't know. We'll find out.
We will find out.
Now you're putting the whole amount, or?
I'm just covering it.
Gotcha.
Final step.
Prep.
Plating.
Plating.
Plating. A little bit of prep.
Right.
So
not a
our
food
third
person.
milk, whipped cream. No breast milk.
Okay.
Totally normal.
Great.
You know, the breast milk is such a strong flavor. I didn't want to
Right.
use only breast milk for
Right.
every substitution.
Of course.
It's a stiff whip. You want it to last for a while,
Okay.
and you want a pretty good amount of it on there. I went to the store to go to 2 different stores to get ring molds
Okay.
to do this, but neither of the stores had them. Sometimes that happens. We're using a
Just
cup.
I was
If you
hoping
don't-
it'd be like a breast pump, but that's fine. If only we could suck it out and then it'd be like
That would,
layers.
oh
I don't know
man,
if
a
that
breast
worked.
pump as a part of the plating would have been a move. Okay, you're getting a writing credit. Now let's just see if this works. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
good to me.
seemed to work pretty well. It seems like it is kind of cutting the cake down a little bit. But I'm not too worried. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay. You want to hand me a spoon from over there?
Old, sure.
Thank you. Beauty. And then I'm going to get this one.
Great.
Do.
Just like a woman's breasts. They're not even, but they're beautiful.
I love it. Now, here's what I'm going to do, right?
Okay.
So I've got that little bit there. Now I'm going to go down here. So I've got that, right? So we got our little areolas, right?
This is what I'm bringing to Thanksgiving.
So then we can put our little areola right there. Areola right there. And we're gonna go extra whip.
Gorgeous.
Little piles of strawberry.
I love it.
And there we have it.
It kind of looks like an owl, but we know it's
Yeah,
boobs. So
we
that's
know
why
it's
it's good.
boobs.
It's a family-friendly dessert.
Yes. So there it is, Chi Leches Cake with
Beautiful.
breast milk, dulce de leche, strawberries, and whipped cream.
Whipped.
Whipped.
It looks so
Yeah,
good.
I probably shouldn't be adding the hard H for like a Mexican dish. Right?
Yeah, but whatever.
Whatever. Make sure to get a pretty good amount of whip and everything.
Let me get those strawberries in there. Oh yeah. That's breast milky.
Yeah.
But I don't hate it, honestly. I was hoping
Yeah.
to take a bite and know exactly who the woman was who milked
Yeah.
this. I'm feeling like 34, has a tattoo.
You get it along the
Back on
aftertaste.
CBD, but maybe not smoking weed because she's like, maybe it hurts
maybe.
my baby's brain. That's
The science
undecided.
isn't out yet. Yeah.
It's true.
You get the
I'm getting another bite. This is
aftertaste
good.
of the breast milk. The milk mixture we put in there actually doesn't have as much breast milk flavor.
Yeah.
If there's any milk on the sides or it is like soggy, you've gone too far.
Gotcha.
What do you think? Scale of 1 to 10.
I would say 8.
8?
Yeah.
10
I
being
mean,
the best?
Yeah, 10
Okay,
being
good.
the best. People who
Hey,
do
that's pretty
1 as
good.
the first is like, what are you doing? Like, it's not a list, it's a scale.
There's a reason we
Figure
call
out
it
your-
something else.
Didn't do well in math, whatever. But I think it's great. I am getting a little more of the breast milk now that my mouth has like processed it. So, but it's an interesting, I mean, if you're a mom, you're out of milk at home. This is the
It's
dessert for
possible.
you.
Yeah.
Wow. I highly recommend.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for being
Thank
part of What the
you,
Food.
Ethan. This was amazing.
I think we should go spread the word about breast milk a little bit. Let's go.
Let's
give
do it.
Let's go
Get out of your
downtown.
basement.
Let's go talk to some people
Back to a public
to
space.
the world.
Love
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Okay.
Public space where you're not alone with someone
With breast milk.
with breast milk.
Well, okay, whatever. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, we're promoting a YouTube show. Would you like a cup of coffee? Sure. Cool.
And we got some different different creamers here. We got almond milk, half and half, and human breast milk.
Okay, let's do the. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
You want some almond?
Almond.
All right, you want almond?
For mine as well.
Dope.
I'll try that.
Okay, let's try
All right.
We'll start with just a titch. And if you don't like it, we'd be happy to pour you some more.
Yeah.
Want a little more? So, what do you think was like the weirdest part of the whole day?
Honestly, that guy didn't blink at all when you said human breast milk.
I'm amazed people are not like
No
doing
one
double
has
takes.
reacted, which I think is just so indicative of Portland.
So Portland. Like no one's like, of course you are. Not just like, oh, that's normal.
Yeah, absolutely. But honestly, the cake was like one of the better cakes I've had, I would say, this
Thank you
year.
so much.
So that was a delightful surprise.
Would you like any creamer? We got half and half almond milk and human breast milk.
You don't have any more almond milk?
Oh, lots of almond milk.
You have a great day.
You have a wonderful
You have a
rest of
great
your
day too. Ah,
So
my heart feels warmed. Everybody loves this.
I feel like this is not the reaction I was expecting.
No, and also no one's busted
one's
us.
shocked.
Starbucks is really.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh.
Just kind of.
Coffee pleaser here.
You were already pretty adept at cooking. You
I
got some
think
skills.
so. Thank you.
Yeah. Would you say you learned anything about food?
Really the folding. Now that I have my wrist action, I'm gonna probably go home and make like 12 angel
Oh,
cakes.
that's exactly
yeah,
what I want.
sponge cakes.
Yeah, sponge cakes, and then go into angel
Yeah,
cakes.
yeah.
Thank you again for
Thank
being
you.
a part of
Awesome. I'll see you later.
the food. See ya.
That's good.
I'm free. That'll work.
Enjoy.
Thank you for checking out What the Food. Our episode is breast milk. When I was making this episode, I was a little bit conflicted because getting breast milk, I felt had the potential of taking it away from a baby.
Right.
I did it in a way that I felt comfortable
Stealing
with.
like candy.
Yeah,
but-
I don't want to be stealing literally stuff from a
Right.
baby. And that's because during the pandemic, right now especially, there's still the same amount of children being born that still need breast milk. Milk banks are in desperate need right now. They've even changed their method to going to houses. A lot of states are doing that right now. So although it is kind of fun to be able to cook with breast milk, I think this is one of those things where we can do it, but I don't know if we should.
Got it.